13 номер, два центральных защитника. Юмтити 23, Тодибо номер 6. Французская пара центральных защитников. Слева жестковато Фирпо по 24 номером. Справа Ваге под 16. Бускетс 5. Ракитич 4. Опустился пониже Пуч, 28 номер. На острие атаки теперь играет Абель Руис под 29-м. Ну и, соответственно, Карлес Перес 27-й и Рафинья номер 12-й. Эрнесто Валверде, главный тренер Барселоны. Состав Наполи чуть позже. Пока посмотрим, как собираются через Фирпо атаковать каталонцы. Рафинья. Ну и не поняли друг друга партнеры. В воротах Наполи Мерет номер 1. Пара центральных защитников Максимович 19-й, Маноло 44-й. На флангах обороны Ди Лоренцо 22-й справа, слева Марио Руй номер 6. В полузащите в центре играет Элмас 12-й, Зелинский 20-й. Помогает им в центре также Руис, номер 8 в атаке, Калихон 7 справа, Мертенс 14 слева, Инсини 24 где придется. Карло Анчелотти, главный тренер Наполи.
Is where we all came from. The dreams we had, the love we shared. This is what we're waiting
miles away. I better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 intentions are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it, down on my knees. You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. Closer, let me taste your smile until the morning light. Ain't no going back the way you look tonight. I see it in your eyes. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 yeah, more than you
break it down for you once more. When the sun goes down and your eyes cannot see, when the sun goes down and your hands cannot reach, when your bones feel like breaking and your heart cannot take another round, I'll be there when the sun goes down. Ready for this one? It's just to go crazy when the sun goes down, and all that I need is for you to be my baby. When the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, We'll be dancing in the dark when the sun goes down to the beating of your heart. As the earth moves in orbit, I will always be the one who stands my ground. I'll be there when the sun goes down. I'm just along with that drill. It's just to go crazy when the sun.
Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love won't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love won't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much.
Ну, может быть, выпрыгнет сейчас.
Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making our face. Whoa, maybe the stars align. Maybe the world could end. Maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making our face. Whoa, maybe the stars align. Maybe the world could end. Maybe on the dark side we could be together.
As João Cancelo has proven today.
Yeah. Well, they've been looking for a replacement for Dani Alves for a long, long time. I'm not convinced Semedo is that replacement, and he's now made a challenge which he was offside, and once he does that, the linesman's flag's going to go up.
They'd never admit it, but like Barcelona watch what goes on at Real Madrid at the moment, I think Napoli watch every move in and out at Juventus, hoping that it might tilt the scales a little bit in their favour for next season, but they've got a fair amount of ground to make up, just as Real have on Barca at the moment. Here's Perez, got away from Callejon, it's a good looking ball. Simovic was cool, but there's time for Wage to line it up on the edge of the box. Rakitic. Rafinha, Abaruiz, that was an Abaruiz, that was a nice idea. Rafinha just couldn't see it coming his way.
Oh, it was on his left foot as well, he should have done better.
Napoli looked to break quickly. Here we go, Mertens. Goalkeeper's got to get there. Neto did well, very well.
Well, he's been their best player for me in the first half, Neto. He's made some great saves outside the penalty area. He's keeper sweeper here. He sees that he's onside.
Nice smile by Neto. Busquets. Crowd telling us somebody was on his back. Found the range that time. Perez. Into the box he goes, superbly, and twice over merit gets in to deny Alvaro Ruiz.
Excellent play. Do you know what? That's more like it. It's flowing, it's counter-attack, it's quick. Some really good passing, and Ruiz does brilliant. Look, he gets a half a yard in front of the defender, hits the target once and twice. Excellent piece of play. That's probably one of the best passages of play. Collis plays a big part as well down the left-hand side, Paul. Excellent ball in. That's good goalkeeping. Credit to the goalkeeper, Merritt.
Well, that did look like a young player, Jerry, who wants to seize his opportunity. And look at the ridiculous level of competition in his way. Griezmann, Suarez, Messi and co. But other young players have not risen to the occasion. He seems determined to do so.
Won't do any harm there. This is Jose Callejon.
Didn't try to lob the goalkeeper that time, did he? But not quite from the direct approach from Insigne either.
Early cross as well from Callejon. He could see Insigne arriving on the edge of the box, and again doesn't hit the target.
10 Serie A goals from Insigne last season. Not quite at the level of 16-17 when he got 18. But a quality player in every sense. Great career. And still very important player for Italy.
Absolutely.
Quick. Wage. Forward move by Rafinha again. Rakitic. Here is Rafinha. High, wide and none too handsome.
Angle was tight for Wage, to be fair. He might have been offside. You can see here Busquets finds the pass. Sorry, Rakitic finds the pass. Rafinha's shot's partially blocked. That's a tight decision. He doesn't hit the target.
Hit. Could be costly by Manolas. Rafinha onto it. Another miss hit by Manolas. They're going to pay surely or they get away with it, Napoli. What an embarrassing passage of play for the 36 million defender Manolas.
Well, the mistakes are being made this half by Napoli, and Barcelona are playing much better, and the young players are playing better. That's a terrible pass. It's not a great ball, but they can't give the ball away like that, and Rafinha's got to do better than that for me. He's made a difference since he came on, Rafinha. He's certainly a lot more energy coming from him, and he's more determined.
Here comes Barca from the short corner, Rakitic. Quick. Wage to Rafinha. A bit more like it, ball moving around a bit quicker for Barcelona. Rakitic has gone up a gear, he hits this one himself, that wasn't missing by much.
This is more like vintage Barcelona, controlling the game, they're passing the movements much better. You made a good comment, Paul, about the half-time talk in the dressing room, and Valverde certainly has said something because they're playing much better. Should hit the target, Rakitic, though, shouldn't he?
More pressure being applied to Elmas in the middle of the field and Zielinski than in the first half.
It wasn't a great ball from, wasn't it? It was a 50-50. But it's caught.
Jerry, you think back to the first 20 minutes, Elmas was running the show.
He was.
It's different now, isn't it?
That's because Barcelona woke up. And it was a 50-50 and he's got caught, I think, on his left ankle. A challenge from Rakitic. He's wrapped his foot around. He certainly made some sort of contact. I think he's coming off. Is it Murphy? think it is. Merton's coming in.
Well spotted, Jerry. One of those coming on here is Gianluca Gaetano. He's only 19 years of age.
dreams we had, the love we shared. This is what we're
saw it coming from miles away. I better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. Intentions are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it, down on my knees. You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. Come a little closer, let me taste your smile until the morning light. Ain't no going back the way you look tonight. I see it in your eyes. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 yeah, more than you
Gonna break it, break it, break it, break it down for you once more. When the sun goes down and your eyes cannot see, when the sun goes down and your hands cannot reach, when your bones feel like breaking and your heart cannot take another round, I'll be there when the sun goes down. Ready for this one? And I won't. It's just to go crazy when the sun goes down. And all that I need is for you to be my baby. When the sun goes down. be dancing in the dark when the sun goes down to the beating of your heart. As the earth moves in orbit, I will always be the one who stands my ground. I'll be there when the sun goes down. I'm not still along with that track now, yeah. It's just too crazy when the sun goes down. And all I need is for you to be my friend. When the sun goes down.
Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love won't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love won't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making a race. Whoa, maybe the stars align. Maybe the world's clean. Maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making a race. Whoa, maybe the stars align. Maybe the world's clean. Maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making a race. Whoa, maybe the stars align. Maybe the world's clean. Maybe on the dark side. Maybe the stars align. Maybe the stars align. Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love don't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love don't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making a race. Whoa, maybe the stars align. Maybe the world's clean. Maybe on the dark side.
The time. Shake it. Time. Shake it.
Now is the time. Here is the place. Cut, baby. Drop the bass. Now is the time. Here is the place.
Now is the time. The time. Shake it. Time. Shake it. it coming from miles away. I better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 intentions are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it, down on my knees. You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. Come a little closer, let me taste your smile until the morning light.
Gonna break it down for you once more. When the sun goes down and your eyes cannot see, when the sun goes down and your hands cannot reach, when your bones feel like breaking and your heart cannot take another round, I'll be there when the sun goes down. Ready for this one? I want. It's just to go crazy when the sun goes down. And all that I need is for you to be my baby. When the sun goes down. When the sun goes down
We'll be dancing in the dark when the sun goes down to the beating of your heart. As the earth moves in orbit, I will always be the one who stands my ground. I'll be there when the sun goes down. I'm dancing along with that track now, it's just to go crazy when the sun goes down. And I need for you to be my friend when the sun goes down.
Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love won't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Let me escape in your arms. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. Love won't come easy at all. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making my face. Whoa.
So Barcelona versus SSC Napoli. Famous club names presented by La Liga and Serie A. Leg 1 of 2 from beautiful Miami in Florida. And a very good evening, everybody. The Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. And that makes it 3 continents in less than 10 days for Barcelona, following a trip to Japan and the traditional curtain call for the home fans in Camp Nou. The speech was made by Valverde in time-honoured fashion. And now, after the win against Arsenal, they've made the hop across the Atlantic, and a first look for many at Antoine Griezmann in among the stars for Barca for 2019-20. And for Carlo Ancelotti and Napoli, still a fortnight to go before their Serie A campaign opens, but they know they need to be ready. It's a very stiff looking fixture list for them. Not quite as adventurous in the transfer market, that must be said, but worthy of respect wherever they go. And of course, Champions League hopefuls once more in 2019-20.
Dipende quando le fai queste amichevoli. Credo che noi, il fatto che abbiamo fatto 3 settimane diciamo in montagna d'Italia ci ha permesso di prepararci bene e credo che questo è il momento per noi di confrontarci con le altre squadre, quindi è stata una decisione nostra di venire qui a giocare contro, nessuno ci ha forzato, lo facciamo con piacere, anche perché insomma, abbiamo anche tanti giocatori giovani e confrontarci con giocatori così importanti è un'esperienza molto molto positiva.
So here we go, great sense of occasion here. Welcome everybody once more. Antoine Griezmann, the centrepiece of Barcelona's rebuild for 2019-20, in addition now to the likes of Luis Suarez, prolific once more last season, and backed up by the quality of Rakitic All the star names, bar Leo Messi here tonight. And a sprinkling of the next generation, including Junior Firpo. It's a big night for him at his new club. So many quality craftsmen in this Napoli side, knocking on the door so very hard over the last 5 or 6 years to try to dislodge Juve from their perch. And especially at the front end of the side, admirable quality. Fabian Ruiz with a little bit to do perhaps to really take the next step. The youngster from Spain playing for Napoli. And a big money move for Kostas Manolas. Greek international.
Здравствуйте, доброй ночи, уважаемые телезрители. Мы приглашаем вас в Энн-Харбор, это штат Мичиган, здесь на одноименном стадионе. Он носит тоже название, что и штат Мичиган. Проходит матч Кубка команд серии А и Ла Лиги. Рубель Васкес сегодня главный судья игры. А играют в этом турнире Наполи и Барселона. Собственно, две команды в этом суперкубке принимают участие. И это вторая игра между этими командами. Первая состоялась несколькими днями ранее. Тогда Барселона выиграла со счетом 2-1. Любопытно, что Барса как бы играла сегодня. Наполи своего соперника принимает. Это последние матчи для каждой из команд перед началом регулярного серия А и испанская примерно совсем скоро стартуют. И, собственно, проверка уже непосредственно того, насколько команды готовы к новому большому сезону. Вообще, это один из самых больших стадионов в мире. Это, собственно, второй по величине стадион в мире. Он вмещает 106 тысяч зрителей. Больше вмещает только арена в Пхеньяне, в Северной Корее. Но давайте смотреть, что будет у нас в этой встрече. Отсюда, собственно, и такая живенькая довольно картинка. Ну и посмотрим, что нам принесет сегодняшняя игра. Барселона в своей подготовке к новому сезону проводила достаточно разные матчи. Было и поражение от Челси, например, этим летом в рамках подготовки. Но были другие матчи, например, победа над Арсеналом со счетом 2-1, та же игра с Наполи, уже помянутая, выигранная также со счетом 2-1. Сейчас Наполи на правом фланге в одной из первых своих атак. И вот составы играющих сегодня команд. Алекс Мерет сегодня в воротах под первым номером у итальянцев. Влад Кирикеш, номер 21, Костас Манолос, номер 44, Эльсеид Хюсай, номер 23, Фаузи Гулам, номер 31, Аллан, номер 5, Фабиан Руис, номер 8, это Карло Анчелотти, главный тренер команды. Элиф Элмас, номер 12, Дрис Мертенс под 14 номером, Симона Верди, номер 9 и Аркадиуш Милик, номер 99. Таков состав Наполи на эту встречу главного тренера. Ее мы уже представили. Марк-Андре Тер Штеген возглавляет Барселону. Жерар Пике в воротах 3 номер, 18 Жорди Альба, Климан Лангле номер 15, 2 Нелсон Семеду, 20 Серже Роберто, Карлос Алинья номер 19, Фрэнки де Йонг под 21 номером, Луис Суарес номер 9, Антуан Гризман номер 17 и Усман Дембеле номер 11. Сегодня нет Лионеля Месси, который продолжает восстанавливаться после травмы. Ну, в общем, и без него есть кем Эрнесту Вальверде играть. И играть, быть может, достаточно агрессивно. Конечно, прошлый сезон для Барселоны оказался сильно смазан одной единственной игрой. Матчем на Энфилде, который навсегда войдет в историю. Барселона выиграла первый матч 3-0 и упустила это преимущество, проиграв 0-4 в одной из, может быть, великих игр Лиги Чемпионов. Но для Ливерпуля, конечно, не для самой Барселоны. Ну и общее впечатление и вообще разговоры об Эрнесто Вальверде, они, конечно, так или иначе звучали довольно громко, однако был дан определенный кредит доверия ему. Он продолжает тренировать Барселону, и есть изменения в составе. Очень важный сейчас Нелсон Семедо. Он в штрафной площади. Красиво ему убирает мяч под себя. Дальше Усман Дембеле. Но его обезвредил Костас Манолас. Одно из приобретений Наполи. Здесь выбивает защитник мяч достаточно уверенно. Но мы, конечно, очень соскучились по этим командам в регулярном сезоне и с большим трепетом ждем начала сезона, что в Италии, что в Испании. В нынешнем сезоне чуть раньше обычного стартуют европейские чемпионаты. Ну, например, те же итальянцы или испанцы стартуют пораньше чуть-чуть, просто потому что следующий сезон — это сезон чемпионата Европы, следующий год чемпионата Европы, и, соответственно, командам нужно пораньше закончить для того, чтобы сборные имели возможности подготовиться к решающим матчам. Ну и, соответственно, чем ближе начало чемпионата, тем меньше, наверное, будет экспериментов в последних решающих играх. Конечно, от них все равно совсем окончательно никуда не уйдешь. Естественно, что это предсезонная подготовка, и команды, безусловно, на 100% сегодня не предстанут ни в игровом смысле, ни в смысле стартовых сочетаний, вообще изменений по ходу матча. Луиса Суареса сбивают недалеко от штрафной площади Наполи, правда, недостаточно недалеко для того, чтобы отсюда рассматривать вариант прямого удара. Ну, конечно, это очевидный фол. Барселона разыгрывает достаточно быстро мяч. Дембеле, де Йонг. Одно из приобретений. Понятное дело, что когда гремел трансферный рынок с сагой о переходе Антуана Гризмана из Атлетико Мадрид в Барселону, и вообще такая пауза была, ну, как кажется, довольно томительная для многих, для самого Гризмана. Но он все-таки трансфер состоялся, и Антуан Гризман, конечно, это, ну, внутри Испании это точно, по крайней мере, пока.
Bright opening from both sides. Two sides who do play a wonderful brand of passing football. We won't see too many agricultural long balls in this game, that's for sure.
I'm expecting the possession stats to be very high.
Saw last week both sides had something in the region of 500 plus passes. They do set up very similar, although Napoli with a 4-4-2 formation as against Barcelona's 4-3-3, but they're so fluid in the way that they interchange.
Well, we talk about formations, and do you stick to a formation? No, you don't. You always end up finding yourself in all sorts of different places. If you're stuck to a structured formation, it's easy to mark, and that's what we see already. We've seen Griezmann coming into them little pockets, Suarez dropping into that number 10 role. You know, it's all about movement. It's getting back into possession. Obviously, you're structured how you're set up in a 4-4-2 when you're out of possession with the ball.
De Jong has started in that Busquets position, in the deeper midfield position as the centre-back split, and there's that third player from the midfield who just drops into the hole.
Well, that's what I find is going to be very interesting, is that will they play De Jong and Busquets in there, you know, and possibly, you know, we've got Alenya in there at the moment, but would a Messi drop in and play in the 10 spot that he normally does and have that front three ahead of him? I wouldn't like to be the manager.
Well, that's what Ernesto Valverde has paid all the big bucks for. Suarez trying to slip it through there for Griezmann. Almost came off. Barcelona winning it back. Napoli struggling to pass it out of defence. And they have to give up the throw in here. Good pressure from Barcelona.
They've got plenty of bodies forward, forcing the issue, making this Napoli side make mistakes.
De Jong. Barcelona just getting their shape back. De Jong being pressurised. Mertens trying to make it difficult for PK. Three strikers in a line for Napoli as well, and three in the middle. Looks like they're trying to mimic the Barcelona formation as they settle down.
Well, you look how forward the fullbacks are for Barcelona. They do like to push on, and that's when you have to push another body up there to make that, you know, mistake, and that's where the counter-attack comes into play. And I think that's what Ancelotti will certainly have looked at from the previous game.
Dembele trying to get inside. Lovely 1-2 with Suarez. Thuram came in to win it back, but only for a moment. Suarez now. Across into a space where there's no yellow shirt, so easy in the end for Barcelona, and Napoli rather to defend that. Husay was the man who chested it back to his goalkeeper, Alex Merritt.
So exciting though, just seen Dembele there coming in, little 1-2 with Suarez, good interchange, wanting the ball back.
Alan, the Brazilian, was fouled that time. Free kick to the Serie A side. Taken down by Sergi Roberto. Alan and Husay exchanging passes. You can hear the drone of the helicopters flying overhead. Big security around games like this, of course. Dembele finds De Jong. Beautiful passer of the ball. Lovely ball out wide that time to Jordi Alba. Knocked forward by Fabian. And the offside flag is raised against Dries Mertens, the Belgian international, who made his run a little bit too...
Creates a lot. Very influential in this Napoli side.
Very high line being played by Barcelona that time. Could be something that they might live to regret if they continue that tactic in the game. Surely Barca will, or Napoli will break that offside trap eventually.
I think that's how they play. They play so high up because there's so many attacking threats in wide areas, central areas, that they have to play further on up the pitch.
The gesture there from Suarez. Leopards and spots, really.
It is, you can see that.
the usual Suarez.
Might only be a friendly, but he's as competitive as ever.
There's no such thing as a friendly.
Suarez, what a record. 111 caps for Uruguay, 58 goals. Extraordinary record. Not to mention all of the things that he has done in club football as well. Nice ball slipped into the space behind the Napoli defence.
Con il sinistro sparando
battling to try and get
dunque
it onto his shooting foot. Napoli did well there.
Difendono addirittura quasi sulla linea di centrocampo i giocatori blaugrana e il Napoli non riesce a uscire, anche se poi quando prova a ripartire a volte trova autostrade davanti a sé, anche se è difficile comunque trovare linee di passaggio che non vengano interrotte dai giocatori del Barça. Ancora in impostazione Frankie de Jong, poi il passaggio per Suarez, apre sulla sinistra perfettamente per Alegnà, un altro pallone messo al centro per Griezmann, arriva l'anticipo di Manolas e poi ancora Husai a scambiare con Verdi, che viene atterrato in maniera fallosa da parte di Lenglet, anzi era Callejon, che fra l'altro si presenta con una capigliatura abbastanza anomala, ciuffo biondo per José María Callejon, che gioca questa partita in maniera inaspettata, perché in distinta c'era Milik, che però poi si è fatto male, ha risentito di un affaticamento muscolare nel corso del riscaldamento e quindi per questo Ancelotti lo ha tenuto precauzionalmente a riposo, preferendogli appunto José María Callejon. Impostazione sbagliata al Napoli, recupera il pallone comunque Fabian, che gioca quasi sulla linea di centrocampo, quindi più che 4-2-3-1 in questo momento sembra quasi un 4-4-2 con Verdi sulla linea di Mertens, ma è abbastanza camaleontica l'interpretazione di gioco del Napoli. Adesso ancora il Barcellona sulla destra con Semedo, arriva però l'interdizione da parte del Napoli, fallo laterale che però è a favore dei partenopei, che dunque possono batterlo con Goulam. Va alla rimessa lunga a cercare direttamente Verdi e viene anticipato con un colpo di testa direttamente in calcio d'angolo da parte di Piqué. Si fa trovare impreparata questa volta la difesa del Barcellona. Allora seguiamo questo corner a favore del Napoli con Verdi che torna verso il centro dell'area di rigore. Vedremo se sarà Goulam ad andare a battere dalla bandierina. Ci sono sia Goulam che Mertens sul pallone, però potrebbe andare davvero Goulam. Abbastanza inutile il fatto che ci siano ben due giocatori sulla bandierina, ma evidentemente è uno schema. Parte Goulam col sinistro, arriva il tentativo di testa di Kirkes, poi da fuori area prova la battuta Callejon, ancora però ribattuta dalla difesa del Barcellona. Palla in area di rigore nuovamente sulla ribattuta, Verdi che commette, anzi Mertens che commette fallo su Semedo. Niente di fatto quindi per il Napoli al 16° minuto. Napoli 0, Barcellona 0.
Grazie ad Andrea Pratellesi. Siamo alle battute conclusive invece di Valencia-Inter 1-1. Poco fa Valencia un passo dal gol del 2-1 con un'iniziativa personale, un buco della difesa dell'Inter su cui si è inserito Cheryshev, che poi a tu per tu con Andanovic ha indugiato un po' troppo e al momento che è andato a calciare ha permesso
è stato
a Bastoni...
bravo ad allargarsi, a calciare poi il resoterra trovando il varco sotto il corpo di Andanovic e poi salvataggio sulla linea però della difesa dell'Inter, che già in precedenza si era salvata con D'Ambrosio. Finale di gara un po' troppo allungato per gli uomini di Conte, che hanno perso decisamente le distanze e su 2 o 3 ripartenze della formazione valenziana sono andati in difficoltà, anche se nel primo tempo la fase offensiva non era praticamente esistita, 0 conclusioni. Nel secondo tempo insomma 2 o 3 occasioni le ha create l'Inter, oltre chiaramente al guadagnarsi il rigore poi trasformato da Politano, anche grazie alla verve di Esposito, anche adesso lanciato in profondità. Adesso in campo c'è anche Longo, tra l'altro era l'ultimo pallone di questo Valencia-Inter che dopo 3 minuti di recupero manda tutti negli spogliatoi col punteggio finale di 1-1. Così finisce il precampionato della squadra di Antonio Conte, che adesso avrà una settimana di allenamenti e poi da quella successiva il debutto interno contro il Lecce. Subito in break e poi torniamo per commentare le sfide di Serie A di questa sera, raccontarvi ancora Napoli-Barcellona, vedere cosa succede nell'Ital Volley, che dopo aver perso 2-7-1 contro l'Australia è avanti 20-16 del quarto per la sfida decisiva del preolimpico, o meglio per guadagnarsi la sfida decisiva del torneo preolimpico, quella che poi avrebbe domani contro la Serbia. Torniamo subito.
Conosci i tuoi campioni. Su Sportiva, la scheda del tuo idolo. Nel solco della grande tradizione italiana dei terzini offensivi, un posto di grande rilievo ce l'ha Gianluca Zambrotta. Nato a Como nel 1977, fa il suo esordio nella squadra della sua città, per poi passare ventenne al Bari. Da attaccante esterno si mette in mostra fino a conquistare la nazionale e la Juventus, che lo acquista nel 99 e ne fa una colonna portante. Lippi lo trasforma in terzino, sia destro che sinistro, sfruttando la corsa, la tecnica e la velocità di Zambrotta, che con i bianconeri conquista 2 scudetti più 2 revocati, prima di passare al Barcellona, dopo Calciopoli e dopo il Mondiale di Germania 2006, nel quale è titolare inamovibile dell'Italia campione. Dopo 2 anni in blaugrana senza fortuna, passa al Milan, dove milita per 4 stagioni, vincendo uno scudetto. Nel 2013 il passaggio al Chiasso, dove dopo il ritiro ha iniziato anche la carriera di allenatore. Conosci i tuoi campioni. Su Sportiva, la scheda del tuo idolo. Uno dei più grandi difensori italiani, marcatore arcigno ma correttissimo. Tarcisio Burnic, nato in Friuli nel 1939, è stato un grande protagonista del nostro calcio. Dopo gli inizi con l'Udinese e sporadiche apparizioni con Juventus, con la quale vince comunque uno scudetto, e Palermo, nel 62 viene acquistato dall'Inter. Dei nerazzurri diventa presto titolare inamovibile di una difesa da leggenda. 4 scudetti, 2 Coppe dei Campioni e 2 intercontinentali sono le vittorie alle quali La Roccia, questo il suo soprannome, contribuisce in maniera decisiva. Colonna anche dell'Italia, in azzurro vince l'Europeo del 68 e arriva secondo al Mondiale di Messico 70, segnando anche un gol nella storica semifinale contro la Germania. Dopo l'Inter, Burnic passa al Napoli, dove vince una Coppa Italia. Appese le scarpette al chiodo, intraprende una lunga carriera da allenatore. Conosci i tuoi campioni. Su Sportiva, la scheda del tuo idolo. Un Rambo al servizio del re. Fernando De Napoli è stato uno degli insostituibili del Napoli dell'era Maradona. In una squadra votata all'attacco, Rambo era il soldato perfetto per guardare le spalle alle stelle. Professionista esemplare e uomo spogliatoio, De Napoli ha costruito la carriera sullo spirito di sacrificio, unito al senso tattico e alle qualità tecniche. Con la maglia numero 8 del Napoli ha vinto 2 scudetti, una Coppa UEFA e una Supercoppa italiana, facendosi amare dal pubblico nonostante fosse irpino e cresciuto nelle giovanili dell'Avellino. Nel 1992 è passato al Grande Milan, dove vinse altri 2 scudetti e la Coppa dei Campioni del 94. In nazionale ha partecipato ai mondiali in Messico e in Italia, collezionando 54 presenze e un gol. Nel 91 invece fu nominato Cavaliere della Repubblica dal presidente Cossiga. Conosci i tuoi campioni, la scheda del tuo idolo. Soprannominato Picchio, trottola in romanesco, Giancarlo De Sisti è stato uno dei migliori registi della storia del calcio italiano. Nato nella capitale nel 1943, ha esordito in Serie A con la Roma a 17 anni. Diventa presto perno del
Cuatro. Claro. Sí, acá depende de lo que le pasó a Coutinho. Depende de lo que te traigan. Tenés que esperar o aprovechar las oportunidades. Sergio y Roberto se sacan encima a Alan, que no es fácil, ¿eh? Ahora la tiene Dembélé. Mira. El cambio de frente de Dembélé es muy malo. El que anticipa es Callejón. Va Callejón. La pelota para Merten. Merten por arriba. El que la pide es Verdi. Simone Verdi. Lenglet en la marca. Sigue Verdi. Engancha Verdi. Le dieron. Lo bajaron. Le dio duro, es para amonestarlo. Yo creo que lo pisa, no es que le pegue, sino que lo pisa. ¿Se cree que la gente está viendo fútbol americano? Porque eso no sería falta, ni mucho menos, ¿no? Bueno, en todo el Barça atrás defendiendo, menos Dembélé, están todos dentro del área. Está Callejón y está Gulam, derecho y zurdo. Parece que la única forma de generar peligro el Napoli es una jugada de pelota parada. Oye, Callejón con el centro. No llegaba Manolás. Verdi que recupera media. La tiene que tirar larga. Ahí va Quizay y Alba. Quizay justito tocando hacia atrás con Meret. Hablábamos del otro día, no le podés regalar nada a equipos como el Barça.
No le dé ventaja, no le dé opción a que llegue con pelota con...
Aprovechan los dos equipos para tomar agua. En el estadio están anunciando que todos los que están en la parte más alta pueden bajar para estar más cerca de la cancha. Para estar más cerca de la cancha. Y están todo el mundo como si fuese una avalancha en este momento, pero tratando de conseguir un mejor asiento.
Que no lo van a conseguir. Ahí nomás.
Están bajando casi todos. Bueno, tampoco solo el tiro de Griezmann que pasó cerca fue la única, más o menos, a pesar del gran dominio del Barça. La única jugada más interesante de peligro que vimos en los primeros... bueno, de lo que llevamos hasta ahora en este primer tiempo, Mario.
Fíjate que ni Meret ni Ter Stegen se acercaron siquiera al banco suplente a tomar un poco de agua. Es que no han trabajado todavía. No les ha llegado ninguna pelota así con problemas.
El otro día, conversando con algunos de los jugadores del Napoli, hablábamos, Mario, de lo que más le gusta de este viaje es de la diferencia entre Miami y Detroit. Es la temperatura para entrenar, para jugar. Sí, claro. Es asfixiante el calor y la humedad en Miami. Les cuesta mucho, de día, de noche, lo que sea, y acá es más normal, digamos, acá, para los que están acostumbrados.
Más cálido, digamos, pero no con ese calor agobiante que hace en Miami. Corre un airecito. Está lindo para entrenar, la verdad. Y para jugar mejor.
Saludo a toda la gente que se pone en contacto con nosotros por ESPN Deporte en Estados Unidos, también de México y Centroamérica. Gracias. Mario Kempe 78, su Twitter, Mario Kempe 78, el mío es R Ortiz-ESPN, R Ortiz con Z-ESPN. Gracias por estar aquí en este partido. Por ahora Barcelona, Napoli 0-0. Manolás. Así toca, ahora que le dio fue Griezmann. Y le da a Manolás. Y este partido va levantando temperatura.
Ya le tomó el número.
Completamente parado dentro do seu meio campo, espera
Verdi, callejón de primera. Alan, no ha reaccionado el Napoli. No llega al arco de Ter Stegen. Más atrás con Ter Stegen. Baja de Jong. Como bajaba Busquets el otro día entre los centrales para...
Sí, pero De Jong todavía no se equivoca.
Así viene el toque para Dembélé, que hace rato que no aparece. Va Dembélé, otro pelotazo muy largo, se vuelve a equivocar.
Es increíble lo de Dembélé.
Empezaron con la ola, Mario. Empezaron con la ola, Mario.
Es que el partido de vez en cuando se entona, de vez en cuando ese buen toque que proponen los jugadores.
Ahí va Quizá, Ruiz que no pudo. De Jong hacia atrás con el inglés. Pelotazo buscando a Griezmann. La pelota sí la tiene Mertens. La entrega a Fabián Ruiz. La está teniendo un poquito más en Napoli ahora. Ala. Kriches. Viene abierto con Gula. Va a Manolas. Sigue 0-0 en esta primera parte. El brasilero. Va Mertens o no. Toca aquí Verdi. La pelotita de Mertens que toca hacia atrás. La recupera el Barça. La tiene Griezmann. Mete la pelota para Sergio. Tocaba Suárez. Semedo. Dembélé. Va para Semedo. Hace bien el portugués. Se le entrega a Sergio Roberto. Lo bajó de una manera que es para amonestarlo. Así va el inglés. Con Frankie de Jong. Luis Suárez. Viene por la izquierda para la pelota de Jong. La pelota para el otro sector. Viene el Callejón. Ahí está Callejón. El centro de Semedo. La saca Semedo. Y se la tiene el inglés.
El Barcelona para que la ola se apagara. Porque realmente todos estaban tan pendientes de lo que podía pasar que la ola se desarmó.
Allí va Kriches. El Barça ganó 2-1 en Miami. Con este resultado se quedan con la Liga Serie A Cup en su primera edición. Cambio de frente. Es para Gula. El toque hacia atrás con Alan. Pero tiro largo.
Era para Callejón. Esa jugada era para Callejón, le pegó tan recto que le fue a la mano a Ter Stegen. Porque no iba fuerte, pues ya
Aquí va Semedo. Sergi Roberto.
Dembélé. Semedo back to PK.
Viene el cambio de frente, así Jordi Alba, que mete el pelotazo. Ojo con esta.
Sweeper keeper.
He read the danger, didn't he, from the Alba pass. A little bit different from Barcelona.
Alan, falta.
Free kick given away.
De Alenia.
Foul on Alan.
Muchas más infracciones en este primer tiempo que creo que todo el partido de esta semana en Miami.
Muy cortado porque el Napoli no lo tiene, el Barcelona quiere hacer ese primer gol, está apretando bien arriba el Barcelona y eso hace que el Napoli se equivoque. La única salida clara que tiene. Ay, ay, ay.
Uy, toquecito.
Free kick given away. Foul on Alan by Alenya. This game just waiting for a first goal that will change the whole thing tactically. First goal will be crucial in this match.
Well, neither keeper really had a lot to do, have they, in the save factor?
The through ball, Mertens is onside here. Maybe a chance for the little Belgian. Very good block by the centre-back, Longley, who came across from the left side to cover after Mertens burst through.
Yeah, well, he'll play on the shoulder, Mertens out, and he gets a bit fortunate here. He just deflects off De Jong, but just expect him to have a little bit more. Longley does well just to cover the danger.
Here's the corner, too high for Manolas. Chance for Barcelona to break, perhaps. Dembele. And helped on by Roberto. Griezmann. Jordi Alba. Two of them exchanging passes over there without really trying to get behind the Napoli defence. Barcelona very patient, as are Napoli when they're in possession. They don't rush things forward. The whole team tends to move as a group.
They've had a good spell of the ball, they've had plenty of possession. So Alan's got on the ball a little bit more.
PK stepping up to deny Callahan, and now it's Dembele. Suarez with the dummy. On it goes to Griezmann. Across the face, Dembele has the chance. Good block by Roulam. Denying Dembele.
It's a super block by Roulam. Expect Dembele to score, and he throws his body on the line to just make sure that that don't happen. Number of chances here, no begging. Great block. Just see Griezmann trying to pick PK out, and he just deflects away. Dembele pounces into the game. It took the sting out of it.
Have to remember, maybe just Barcelona shading it in this opening half an hour or so. Carlo Ancelotti, though, won't be too put out by that.
I certainly think that they've certainly hacked what Barcelona have thrown at them.
At the end of this 90 minutes, there will be a penalty shootout. But at the moment, Barcelona 2-1 up on aggregate. Longley. Sergio Roberto. Into the feet of Griezmann. It's great skill from Barcelona. Suarez was trying to connect with Griezmann, but he just moved into a different position. Maybe a chance here now for Fabian. And Roulam. Mertens offering himself down the side. Kirikesh. Alan. Mertens. May not look like it, but this game is being played at a pretty fast pace. And both sides look like they could be in need of a breather. It seems to stay in play forever, the ball.
Yeah, it does, and you're just watching that there, that incident where Napoli have had a bit of a break, lots of possession, but when it's gone into that final zone of trying to make that inch-perfect pass, it just hasn't happened, and then Griezmann goes the other way and does identical. So it's just missing that little bit of spark going forward and that correct pass and that bit of movement, but the balls that have been played forward have just not been good enough so far.
Napoli getting on with the free kick quickly. Great crossfield pass to Roulam. First touch has to be perfect. Not a good ball from Fabian that time, giving it straight back to Barcelona. It's like watching a game of Masters chess, this.
It is, he's just waiting for that right move to come around and then actually executing it. That's been the problem.
Nelson Semedo, the former Benfica player. Jordi Alba. Run forward by Alenia, leaving it for Griezmann. Suarez with the layoff. De Jong though, the pass was a little bit short and Alan was in quickly to win it back for Napoli. Through ball, couldn't find his way past Jordi Alba, maybe a chance for Napoli here. The shot though a little bit tame that time.
It was unlucky. Verdi just coming in on the right, just making that little bit of movement, trying to create some space. Mertens, you just see come across the picture and it opens up a little bit, but the shot very woeful.
De Jong hasn't had it all his own way. The last 10 minutes he's rather drifted out of the game. Well, sometimes happens though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and you look at the two CDMs, if you like, who are sitting and doing the work that they should be doing, and now Alan's having that little bit more of the ball, dictating play a little bit more, whereas early on in the game we did see De Jong having plenty of the ball. I think that's just the fact that you look at how high up Napoli are making it hard and not allowing him to get on the ball as much.
Jordi Alba up the line to Griezmann, went down rather easily. Referee says play on. Good decision. Claiming that he was caught somewhere around his neck, but it didn't look like there was much contact.
I think he was expecting it more than anything.
So 40 minutes gone, 5 minutes to the break. And so far neither goalkeeper has had too much to do.
There's the incident here, just touches it by. I mean, there's not really any form of contact, is there?
If anything, you might have caught him in the chest, but it certainly wasn't
He's just
near the face.
He's just protecting that he's not going to get by him, just sheer man strength.
De Jong. Pass just intercepted that time by Fabian. Took enough pace off it so that they couldn't get through to Suarez. Challenges coming in so quickly in that midfield sector. And now Dembele with a chance to come inside. Dembele forcing a great save from Merit. Nearest we've come to a goal. Ousmane Dembele, 4 minutes to the interval.
I'll tell you what, there's a bit of a spice in this game, isn't there? Just previous to that, the few little niggly challenges, but Dembele comes in at pace. They find it hard to deal with when he cuts inside on that left foot. Tries to stick it in that far corner, not enough pace and venom on the shot.
And now a problem for Alenia, one of the younger players in this Barcelona squad, 21 years old. Just promoted from the underage setup in Barcelona to the senior squad. But one wonders whether he will make it into the final cut when the real competitive games start next week.
Well, that's a question that's going to be on everyone's lips. I mean, for me, he's really stood out. He really has. I mean, the thing is, we're looking at the so-called bigger players in the Griezmanns, and we're talking about De Jong, but Alenia's been very good in this first half. The little bits and bobs he's done. I mean, that one, for instance, getting that ball out wide. You know, he's done a lot of that. Good interchange I've seen out on the left with Griezmann. Sometimes one of them unsung heroes, if you like. But when you've got so many big names in the team, everyone just looks and expects that to happen from the so-called big players.
There was confirmation graphically of the score after the first leg. 2-1 to Barcelona. Alenia back on the pitch after getting a little bit of treatment off the field of play. Husai given away rather cheaply. Real chance here for Barcelona. Suarez to Dembele, and Suarez, and the save from Merritt puts it behind for the first corner of the night for Barcelona.
And you look at Suarez here, this is typical Suarez, world class. Plays the ball out and doesn't just stand still and admire the pass, he wants it back, and he gets it back from Dembele and gets that first time strike off. Merritt has to be on his guard in the goal.
Slightly better chances have fallen Barcelona's way. Can they find a lead before the interval? Suarez again. Alenia's shot from long range lacked a bit of venom, and Merritt probably would have saved it had it been inside the post.
Yeah, you'd have expected him to. When it did come through, a crowd of players, but there was not much power, or I mean, it wasn't anywhere on target, for instance, anyway. But
big pressure here on Napoli. Of course, the new rules about goal kicks: you can pass the ball inside the penalty area, but none of the opposition players can enter the penalty area until after the ball is in motion. So you will have situations this season where short passes will be played inside the box and a lot of pressure will be applied.
I think we'll see a lot more goals coming from mistakes, from teams trying to play out that way, for sure. As you can see, they're almost in their own 18-yard box from the goal kick. So many times teams do want to play out, that's the way everyone wants to play, but you've got to have the quality, and believe me, you've really got to have the positivity of going and getting that ball and dictating and picking the right pass.
Yes, that certainly has a material change on the way the game is played, that new law. And another one to look out for is the law about walls at free kick time, where players in the attacking team can't be within a metre of a wall.
You know, I've seen a few of them earlier on this afternoon, and I don't know if it makes it harder for the goalkeeper's vision at times, as we'll soon see as the season goes by.
Goulam's cross, he'll get a corner for that off Nelson Semedo. So Napoli finishing this half on the up. Can they get their noses in front and get the aggregate score level just as we approach half-time? Goulam's going to swing it in dangerously into that 6-yard box. Alenia was the one who headed it clear. Alan first there, Husai. This is good from Napoli. Great ball across, oh what a miss! Fabian at the back post. Best chance for Napoli of the half, and they've missed it.
I'll tell you what he's got to do, but he doesn't expect the ball coming in. Good delivery, PK misses it, and he can have a touch. He's got so much time, no one near him at all. It's poor defending from Barcelona.
Very similar to the chance that fell to Griezmann earlier on. Barcelona might have had a few better quality chances than Napoli, but certainly that one could have sent the Italians in level on aggregate. But Fabian has missed the opportunity, and at half-time here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, it's Napoli 0, Barcelona 0.
Be your best. Follow your own path. Feel no pressure from him, or her, or them. And start by taking pressure off your skin. New Gillette Skin Guard Sensitive. The revolutionary technology takes pressure off the blades and pressure off your shave, helping to stop irritation on sensitive skin. So whatever pressures you face, shaving shouldn't be one of them. Gillette, the best a man can get.
The award-winning Dacia Duster from only $10,995. Search Dacia Duster. Dacia, you do the maths.
We do things a little differently here at the AA. Our cutting-edge technology means we can get you going again in around 30 minutes. And with our Tap and Track app, you can follow your AA mechanic all the way to your side. Plus, with unlimited call-outs, we'll be there when you need us. Switch to a different kind of breakdown service for just £4.50 a month. Search AA Breakdown now or visit theaa.com.
At WeBuyAnyCar.com, you could find out how much your car's worth in under 60 seconds. Enter your reg number now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
The new season is upon us, and if you get Superfast Fibre Essential and BT Sport together, it's game on. You can choose tech worth up to £249 on us, like this Xbox One S All-Digital Edition for disc-free gaming and streaming, or this next-generation Samsung Galaxy tablet. Use either to watch the Premier League with the BT Sport app. The package is $39.99 a month on a 24-month contract. Join by 15th of August and get ready for the new season. Search BT Broadband or call 0800 100 282. BT. Be there.
You know what really stings? HMRC is changing the way you file your taxes. Crazy, right? Your job isn't being good at tax stuff, it's being good at that. With QuickBooks, you can snap, sort and store your receipts, which makes tax filing a doddle. Because after a day of working with needles, you shouldn't be the one in pain.
QuickBooks, backing you.
The Casper mattress, delivered in a box. Developed by a dedicated engineering team, dreamt on by you. Try it for 100 nights, risk-free, at casper.com.
Hello? Hi, it's your MOT garage. Bad news, I'm afraid. We found quite a few things.
What? The car isn't even that old. I can't get a taxi to work for the rest of the month. I don't get paid for weeks. What do I do? Quick, think.
No worries. Hit me with the list. Think I've got it covered.
Restore some order with a short-term loan from QuickQuid. Find out more at quickquid.co.uk.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of this Serie A La Liga matchup between Napoli and Barcelona. Barcelona leading 2-1 from the first leg in Miami a week ago. That was a very even half of football. Both sides had their moments.
Yeah, they certainly have. It's been very tight affair. I mean, you look at the possession stats, the shot stats, and it's very, very tight. It's missed that cutting edge.
Massive crowd have come out in Ann Arbor, Michigan for this one. Napoli from Serie A, Barcelona from La Liga. This was the game's first chance.
And it's good movement, good interchange with Semedo and Dembele. He just cuts inside and rolls him in.
Ghoulam has been good at times down the left-hand side for Napoli.
Well, this is where you just got to keep your composure. You find yourself in a good area. You've got to hit the target if you're going to shoot from that angle.
Ter Stegen in the goal, hasn't had too many saves to make. Aleña's been good in the centre for Barcelona.
Yeah, this was the divot where he slowed the ball down, and you're just expecting Griezmann to stick it in that far corner with all the ability he has, and puts it wide.
Dembele has looked sharp on occasions, but oftentimes the passes have gone astray.
Yeah, too many of that has happened from Dembele, even though he has been effective in the front areas. Just that final ball.
Jordi Alba's cross well cut out by Husai. And De Jong not able to win that one back. Vlad Kirikesh putting Mertens in the clear.
Yeah, he gets very fortunate to get on the ball. Good run from Mertens. And then the final, again, which we've seen time and time again, just hasn't hit the target, haven't troubled the goalkeeper.
Long-range effort well away from the goal. We've seen that a few times in the opening 45. But here's Suarez setting up Dembele.
Yeah, Dembele's done this ever so well, but it was good work from Suarez, who puts Dembele in on the right-hand side and goes for the return pass. Hits the target, which you expect.
Great cross at the final moment of the half, but it was missed by Fabian.
Yeah, that was the best chance of the game for me. He's got so much time. He can have a touch and pick his spot, but he doesn't do that. He gets so excited in that area.
So those are the highlights, and we'll be back for the second half after this short commercial break.
King is born. I told you before. A king is born. I told you before. King is born. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. King is born.
Which way, Jay?
It's over there, bro.
Yo, bro. Less is more. Just chill.
Stay dry with Lynx Ice Chill Antiperspirant. You're hotter when you're chill.
Emma just liked a beach photo of her old geography teacher. That's okay, Em. There's one online fail we can all avoid. Choosing the right broadband provider. He sent the message.
On the bright side, get fixed-price broadband and line rental from $19.99 a month for 18 months.
We haven't mastered online shopping yet, have we, Jason?
That's unlimited broadband from $19.99 a month, plus a £60 reward card. Search PlusNet Broadband. PlusNet will do you proud.
Things don't always go to plan. But whatever life throws at me, I'm ready. I was born ready. I know who I am. I've found my Kasimba. Play your favorite online casino games and get 20 free spins, no deposit required, when you find your Kasimba at Kasimba.com.
This is Peloton.
Let's get this started.
Studio cycling, live and on demand in your home. And his and hers.
Find that beat.
This is thousands of riders connecting with world-class instructors and each other. This is a game-changing workout whenever you want it. This is you reaching your personal best. Until tomorrow. Peloton.
Know any good nail places? Where to get a wax right now?
A trim and a shave?
Treatwell makes booking easy. I choose what I want and find the best salons in my area. Treatwell lets me book for right now.
Later.
Or whenever. My hair and beauty, all sorted.
All in one app.
Treatwell, the brighter way to book beauty.
I am able to play,
To take part.
To be confident.
to be independent,
To be happy.
Owen Mitchell Solicitors understand the impact of personal injury and will help you receive the best possible medical care, rehabilitation and support, so you are able to get the most out of life. Owen Mitchell, the expert hand with the human touch.
I am hitting the road.
I am driving him on.
When someone's got your back, Amigo can back you too.
Established in 2002, Watchfinder is where you'll get great value on thousands of pre-owned watches from over 50 brands like Rolex, Breitling, Omega and more. There's everything from vintage classics to cutting-edge contemporary bestsellers. and every single one is inspected at our manufacturer-certified service center. All of our watches are in stock and available for free next-day delivery. Buy, sell and exchange your watch online and in store at Watchfinder.
And there are the statistics of the first half. Slightly more passes for Barcelona and possession, but 5 shots apiece. And everything else pretty much even, Stephen. No yellow cards, though it has been quite a feisty affair at times.
Yeah, as there's been a few challenges floating around, which you expect. There's always them bragging rights, but, you know, the possession speaks for itself. The 59% of Barcelona, it's been pretty in that midfield area. There hasn't been an awful lot in it. Both keepers haven't been troubled enough for me.
As ever, the American crowds enthusiastically getting behind this big fixture. Stadium not full, but probably something in the region of 75,000, which is a massive crowd when you consider it Saturday afternoon, middle of August, in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is a city of only 125,000 people.
It's fantastic. It's a great day out. I mean, it'd be fantastic to go and watch a live game. Like I said, they don't get to see these players on show. You know, we're talking about world-class players that we're seeing, and they love it. It's a big day out for the Americans out there. It's super. I've been to a few games there, and the atmosphere is completely different.
So many Europeans living in North America, so many Hispanics from all over Southern and Central America who've come to make the United States of America their home. And of course, football, for all of them, it's their first love, as it is for us. It's the world game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's the thing. That's why we love it, and we've been very fortunate to see some unbelievable players. I think the one that stands out who's missing today is Lionel Messi. I think if he was involved in this game today, we would have seen a hell of a lot difference. I think that's what it's missing, that final piece, especially for Barcelona going forward. They've missed that creativity, that number 10 who's going to break that defence down, because certainly Napoli have been very, very resolute back there, very good and well structured.
Well, Felipe Coutinho, I don't know if he's fully fit and able to come into this game, but he's an option, as is Arturo Vidal, formerly, of course, played in Italian football. And then there's the likes of Ivan Rakitic. So there's plenty of options on the bench for Barcelona, and also for Napoli. We saw Zielinski, Insigne and Luperto all warming up quite vigorously at half-time.
Yeah, you'd expect certainly a certain few changes for Napoli. And I mean, you're looking at the Barcelona side and you're thinking, I think maybe 60, 65 minutes we might see the introduction of Coutinho, Vidal, them sort of players, Busquets. There's lots still that can come on. Rakitic, still quality that we could just keep reeling off. But obviously, in the back of their minds, they've got a big game on Saturday coming up, and they want the whole selection. Valverde will certainly want his whole squad to pick from for that game.
Well, Lionel Messi may not be fit, having picked up that foot injury at the end of last season, but he has made Barcelona over the last 10-12 years to be a massive mark in the game of football. Everywhere you go on the planet, people are wearing Barcelona shirts.
Yes, with Messi on the back, because he is a little genius. He really is. Like I said, we've been fortunate to see some of these world-class players, and he's world-class. You know, for me, he's number one. Ronaldo, completely different style players, but he's just some of the things he can do on a football pitch. You know, he stands out a million miles. His goals, his creativity, his work ethic, it's absolutely superb to see.
And all from a player who is probably about the same size as you are, Lee. I mean, 5'7", roughly. A very small player, but immense quality.
Yeah, certainly is. And I mean, he had the left foot, I had a left foot swinger, so that was he could probably use left and right before he can. That's why he's so world class. But he's known for that sweet left foot, that he can pick passes out and he can pick top bins out as well.
Well, we're just looking to see if there's any fresh faces coming onto the pitch. Looks like Napoli are more or less as they started. Had to make a change just before the kick-off, bringing in Simone Verdi instead of Arkadiusz Milik. Milik is on the bench for Carlo Ancelotti, should he need him later. He would offer something different, big striker, Milik.
Yeah, completely different style striker. Well, Mertens will certainly run the channels, he'll run in behind. It's just whether he's picked up a knock and, you know, to be starting in the lineup and then be changed. Is there a problem there? And, you know, are they just going to make sure that he's okay for the next couple of weeks? Because obviously it's important that they've got players fit for 2 weeks' time.
Well, Dries Mertens, fantastic record over the last few seasons, the Belgian international, approaching 50 caps for his country, and he certainly has improved immensely over the last 3 seasons, as Napoli have proved to be consistently the second best team in Italy. It's very hard for any side to break into that Juventus vice grip on the Serie A title.
Yeah, it has. Juventus just keep stepping it up and bringing players in and players in. You know, class players. It's hard to compete, but they've certainly got a squad of players and a very, very good manager in Ancelotti that can try and push them close to Juventus.
Yes, Carlo Ancelotti, world-class coach. He's done it with so many different teams. He's done it in different countries. And Napoli are very lucky to have a man of his ability at the helm as they embark on season 2019-2020. Well, it looks like we might be heading into the second half with the same sides that started the first. Not quite sure what the delay is.
I was expecting a few changes from Napoli, more so.
Well, the Napoli players just trying to keep warmed up. There's the substitutes. 3 have gone, and it's the 3 we saw on the pitch who have come in: Zielinski, Insigne and Luperto. Both sides are allowed up to 6 changes in this format, so that's half of Napoli's changes made at half-time. Chance to get photographs of the heroes. Look how many mobile phones there are in the hands of the fans as the Barcelona team is led back onto the pitch by Antoine Griezmann. Don't see any fresh faces there. Barcelona continuing as they started. Napoli with the 3 changes. And of course, just to remind you, this is a 2-legged affair. Barcelona won the first leg last week in Miami by 2-1. And if they can stay ahead on aggregate, they will win the trophy, the La Liga Serie A trophy. Napoli need to win the game by a goal to take it to extra time, and if they can win by a couple, well, they'll get the trophy. We shall see what will happen in the next 45 minutes in Ann Arbor, Michigan, in this magnificent Michigan Stadium. And away we go for the second half, with Barcelona in the all-yellow kit, playing from right to left on this freshly laid surface. And straight away, Griezmann involved, Suarez with the little back heel, Dembele with Semedo trying to get up on his outside, but won back again by the industrious Fabian. Husai has been good at right back for Napoli. As has Alenia for Barcelona, winning the free kick there.
A great bit of skill in there. He's got bodies in and around him. So he just drags it and Cruyff turns it back to his plate. It's a blatant foul from Callejon.
Longley put under pressure at the back. Mertens trying to close PK down. Napoli definitely pressing here. Callahan in a little space, but a poor pass from him. Immediately raises his hands to apologise for the error. Jordi Alba back to Longley.
We're just wondering in the half-time break whether both managers have said we just need to tidy up in the final third and then more attacking zones.
Griezmann, Semedo, Dembele, Roberto. Manolas really good at the back for Napoli. Skillful centre half, but competitive too. PK nods it on. Oh, a lovely little flick. Chance! Was it offside? Griezmann and now Suarez! The Napoli players' arms are in the air. They think it was offside. Looks like the goal will stand.
Yeah,
it's Napoli 0, Barcelona 1.
Yeah, from here it did look like it was offside, and everyone stood still from Napoli appealing that Griezmann was offside. But that man, Luis Suarez, pounces on the rebound. As you can see here. Oh, it's very tight. I think he's definitely a yard.
I think VAR would have ruled that one out for sure.
Certainly would. It's just the initial pass off Suarez, who doesn't switch off, and he pounces on the rebound. It's very close because you just see Griezmann's run. So he wants to 1-2 off Suarez, but it's a fantastic finish.
Well, that's extraordinary, really. But you take your luck when you get it. And that's it often balances out in any football game. Barcelona getting the break. Suarez gets the goal. And that moves them 3-1 ahead on aggregate. So a big mountain for Napoli to climb now. None of those replays stopped as the pass was made. So it was impossible really for us to get a definitive angle on that.
Well, yeah, you look at that, and I mean, because it's a flowing move, and the run and the timing of the pass, it's hard unless it's actually a frozen standstill where we can see where the ball's been played off Suarez into Griezmann, but it certainly did look like he was offside.
Well, the officials all coming from the MLS, big professional league over in North America, which is getting bigger all the time. Football becoming very popular in this continent. Cleared away at the near post by Sergi Roberto. Well, Napoli simply have to get the next goal. Expect them to push on. Callahan got into a great space there, but the ball back into the middle wasn't the best.
And it's bad defending from Barcelona. It's too easy. That's just come from a direct angled pass. Everybody's switching off. You've seen how much time Callahan had. He could have had a touch. It's a great movement, good run forward, but Jordi Alba's got to see that. They've either got to step up and keep that high line, but Alba kept him on side. It's got to be a better pass from Callahan, though.
Cut out by the left-back, Jordi Alba. Kirikesh under pressure from Alenia, who has really worked tirelessly in the middle. Good crisp passing by Napoli, though it's all in their own half, and Barcelona will be happy to keep them there. Callahan and Husay combining. Mertens running into a strong challenge. And now Barcelona on the break, and it's Dembele. And he's won the corner. Kirikesh going across to cover. Barcelona's first corner of the second half. Their second of the game.
How quickly did Barcelona break on that counter-attack? just from Napoli's build-up play, they're just so explosive going forward.
Every outfield player in the penalty area. And Suarez coming in at the back post. You expect him to do better than that.
Yeah, you do. We've seen him do it time after time. I think I'll give him a little bit of that rustiness pre-season. But usually we expect him to hit the target, even from a difficult high ball in. Snatches and drags his shot wide.
Now Dembele with a little pocket of space, but it was quickly closed down by Thulam before he could sort out his feet. And the chance goes a-begging.
Yeah, his first touch, right foot, I think it was on his left, he would have favoured that. But look how tight this is. We talked about the goal kicks, having to force them to play out. I mean, look at that on the penalty spot. Zelensky picking it up there and having the confidence to get on the ball.
Here comes Griezmann, can't find Suarez. Off the head of Callahan. And then given away by Verdi. But the free kick going to Barcelona. That challenge on Piqué, deemed a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul. It's certainly a striker's tackle from Verdi. But just going back to them goal kick situations, you almost cause your own problems at times where you're trying to play out from the back. Sometimes it has to go long into the front man just to relieve a bit of pressure.
Good ball inside to Mertens. Down he falls. Nelson Semedo's challenge. And a yellow card. Not sure if that was for Semedo or for Sergio Roberto. We shall see.
And I think it was Semedo. Roberto was just there in time for him as he got it out of his pocket, but it was quite a harsh yellow card, really.
Napoli trying to get forward quickly. Mertens quickly closed. Spaces seem to be there, and then all of a sudden, snapped, shut. Up door is locked again.
I feel that there is plenty of spaces, and there's been times where Napoli have found themselves in good situations, exploiting the space beyond Barcelona, but just haven't took the opportunities.
Half a chance for Napoli, but all they get is a corner. We can expect Barcelona to be put under a lot of pressure in the next few minutes or so. Napoli determined to at least tie it up on the day. It was Fabian at the near post, but he couldn't direct it towards the goal. So Barcelona breathe again.
And it's a poor delivery. You've got bodies in the box. Well, it's not even going to beat the first man. It just fizzles out to nothing. That's where there's opportunities where you want to ask questions of Barcelona.
Boussaï following Griezmann and making it very difficult for the Frenchman. Oh, mistake there in the middle by Zielinski. And here comes Dembele. Good covering by Manolas. Well, Napoli have certainly targeted De Jong for close attention. They're not allowing him to dictate things from his central position in deep midfield. So they're having to find another way around. De Jong doing well this time, getting past the challenge of Fabian. Now it's Dembele, Semedo, De Jong, Alenia, great movement, Jordi Alba, Griezmann. Fabulous goal, wonderful passing. That was a delight to watch. Magnificent football from Barcelona.
Wow, that's all I can say to that goal. That is sheer class from start to finish from this goal. And we were just talking about De Jong not getting on the ball, and it all comes through him. He picks it up in the central. There must be what, maybe 10, 12 passes here, movement to the highest calibre of Jordi Alba, and he could have been offside. Certainly could have been. That's why they're waiving the appeal, but all credit to the build-up play, the one touch, the movement. Fantastic Barcelona at their best.
Callahan was tracking the run, and it was he who was looking across, and you could see that he must have been the last man. And as the Barcelona man was beyond him, Jordi Alba, that's where the offside might have come into it. What a pity we don't have better angles to see that. But who cares? Fabulous finish. Griezmann gets his goal. Suarez and Griezmann. It's 2-0, and Barcelona now ahead 4-1 on aggregate.
Yeah, it's a shame because it was a bit like the first goal where if you've got that freeze frame where you can check where the run is actually coming from, but again, Alba just getting forward with his pace. A bit like when Griezmann got through. It's just hard to pick up, but it was very, very close. And Callahan did have a good view of that line, and he was certainly the last man.
Again, the pass from Napoli goes astray. Barcelona looking ruthless since half-time. Suarez sending it away to Dembele. And now Suarez! Oh! 2 goals in the space of less than 2 minutes. Barcelona showing their class. Griezmann, Suarez, game over.
Does this get any better? This is absolutely amazing. Suarez, unbelievable finish. Breakdown from Napoli's attack. Picked out Dembele, cuts inside time and time again. But look at this, it's the inch-perfect pass. Look at the weight of pass from Dembele. And when you see Suarez 20 yards out, there's only one place this is going. It's going in the top corner, leaving Murat no chance. Inch-perfect, super goal.
Manolas only gave him about 1.5 meters of space, but that was enough. It was in the top corner before goalkeeper Merritt could get across. And since half-time, Barcelona have certainly gone up through the gears. They are purring like a sports car right now. And here goes Mertens at the other end, trying to pick out Insigne, who was coming in from the left side, but that's the difference. The passing by Napoli just not up to the same level as the Spanish side.
Well, it's not, and that's certainly picked up, hasn't it, second half. We've just seen the sheer ruthlessness of what Barcelona can do to football teams. With the quality, obviously.
Well, certainly no complaints about the third goal, but Italian fans would be a little bit upset that at least 1 or 2 of the goals weren't ruled out for offside. But you know what, let's enjoy it for what it is. It's a friendly game and we're seeing goals, and it's a lot better than what we saw in the first half, that's for sure. Semedo with the cross this time, too far for Suarez. Griezmann was coming in. Jordi Alba is there as well, but the Frenchman will be forced to go back. All the way back to Longley, his French international colleague. Again, lovely movement by Alenia this time. Tried to get it across to Suarez. Battered clear by Husai. Napoli have completely lost their composure. 5 minutes has completely altered this game. And now Barcelona can play from a position of authority, knowing that there's no way back for Napoli at this stage.
There's no chance. They're just dictating now. It's just sheer Barcelona at their best.
Dembele looks dangerous, doesn't he? Jordi Alba on the outside. Husai with the interception. Finds Callahan. Verdi nowhere to go. Surrounded by 3 Barcelona players. And I think we're going to see a few more changes at this stage, just past the hour mark.
You'd expect a few Barcelona changes, rest the big guns, certainly the front 3 especially.
Di Lorenzo coming on for Napoli. One of their new signings, brought in from Empoli last month. And also coming in, Mario Rui. So that's 5 changes for Lazio now. But I don't think it's going to make much difference at this stage. Ghulam and Husai, the 2 fullbacks going off. Mario Rui will play at left back and Di Lorenzo at right back. Straight swaps there.
I think it's at this moment in time is that as a manager you're just looking at the fixture and it's getting people minutes. Don't forget they're still in pre-season, they're still getting their fitness base.
Dembele ranging forward. And Semedo not allowing Fabian any space whatsoever. With all the prettiness of Barcelona, the way they show their incredible skill, that ruthless streak is only just below the surface.
It is. And we've still got Messi to come into the side as well, which it's scary, the amount of quality that they've got.
Dembele, he'd love a goal today. And he's got one. 4-0. 63rd minute. What a turnaround. 3 goals in less than 8 minutes for Barcelona, who are really delighting this massive crowd in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And what magnificent goals too. Griezmann, Suarez, and now the other front man, Dembele. They're all in on the act.
Yeah, and he's come from midfield breakdown, and he doesn't go on his left foot. This is one thing that stood out for me in the first half. He wanted to get it back on that left foot. Well, sometimes you can fool defenders and they're expecting you to go one way. This time he's stuck with it, dragged it onto his right. That's what I love to see. Right foot strike in the bottom corner, no chance for the keeper.
Keeper has to cover his left-hand post. He's left so much of the goal exposed on the other side. But a really lovely finish from Dembele. That will be huge for his confidence.
Well, it's used for Barcelona. The front 3, look at that. All on the score sheet. Great to see going into a season for confidence. Telling the manager, pick me, I want to be involved.
Well, we were saying at half-time how close this match was. Not anymore. The afterburners have been lit and Barcelona are heading into outer space.
Well, how many times do we see this over a season that Barcelona have got that flick-on switch where they just turn it on? I'm not saying they played bad in the first half, nor Napoli for that, but you just think now, could it end up being 5, 6, 7 even? I mean, every time they go forward, they do look in that instinctive mode that they want to go and punish this Napoli side.
Jordi Alba nutmegging Verdi there. It's time to bring out the party tricks.
That man Griezmann's certainly slotted in, hasn't he? He just looks like he's been a Barcelona player for quite some time, and it's not easy to do coming with a big price tag like that to a big club. The expectation, we said it with Dembele when he first come in. You know, people were saying about the price tag, and it just didn't really happen for him to start. This is why it's such a big season.
You missed that mistake there by Jordi Alba.
I didn't miss that. I think that was a divot there on the pitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 substitutes already. Coutinho is going to come in. Vidal. Artur, the Brazilian. Off goes Griezmann, off goes Piqué. from a position of strength. You can make as many changes as you like. 4-0, it hardly seems to matter.
Well, this is the time you do it. 66 minutes in. Get the boys a break, get them ready for the start of the season.
Great performance by young Alenia. He'll be really pleased with the 66 minutes he's put in today. Excuse Lee and I now while we get used to a new Barcelona team.
This is what happens, though. It's good to see the different personnel.
Semedo has gone, Piqué and Alenia. Coutinho. They've kept on De Jong, who's going to probably get the full 90 minutes. Coutinho is certainly playing down the left. Here he is. Knocked out of play by Callahan. Rafinha's number 12, he's come on as well, the Brazilian. I'm missing somebody. I've got 4 of them.
We'll get there.
I think this is another of those drink breaks coming, which will allow us to have a look at the goals again. Griezmann, shades of offside about the first goal, but Suarez wasn't waiting. Jordi Alba's pass to Griezmann after a delightful passing move. Dembele setting up Suarez for a fabulous finish.
I can't think which one's my favourite at the moment.
And Ousmane Dembele getting his name on the score sheet, as all 3 Barcelona strikers have enjoyed their evening out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Griezmann's such a world-class player. He'd fit in with any team, but with Barcelona, he's to the manner born, as is De Jong. They've really bought well with those 2.
Yeah, they have. You know, you spend the big money to bring in players like Griezmann, De Jong, who they're only going to bring the club forward. They're only going to push the club on. This season, they're certainly going to be looking at winning that Champions League with the quality they possess there. Always got question marks on Barcelona's back 4 because they're so attack-minded. They leave themselves exposed. They play forward as a unit. But as we've seen, in a matter of minutes, they can just kill a game off completely.
I think the other player I missed was Samuel Umtiti, who's come on in the PK position. 60,043, the official attendance. I thought it might have been a little bit more. No records broken there. And in this cavernous stadium with a capacity of 107,000, sure, it's only 2/3 full.
It must seem empty.
Cut out well there by the right back, Di Lorenzo. Vidal trying to hurry up the goalkeeper. Barcelona exerting the pressure. Coutinho forcing Napoli to take the throw deep in their own half. And look at this pressing by Vidal, who gives away the free kick for that challenge.
See the competition for places in that midfield area. You just don't know where to start. I mean, it is a headache for the manager, but what a great option to have.
Well, in Spain they have a 2-legged Copa del Rey, and then there's all those Champions League matches coming up from September. So the manager will be able to rotate his squad around all those midweek cup matches.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll use his squad to the best of his ability. And what a squad it is.
That's Zielinski, the Polish international. Very good ball. Cross is dangerous. Longley got there just ahead of the Napoli player. Here's Callahan. Great composure from De Jong and Vidal in that tight space just in front of their own penalty area. So the formation now for Barcelona has Vidal in the centre, Dembele on the right and Coutinho on the left, with Artur and Rafinha just behind them and De Jong sitting deep in midfield. And the back four, Alba on the left, Roberto on the right, with Umtiti and Longley in the centre. That was a yellow card for Mario Rui, who's only on the pitch a matter of minutes. There's almost an air of unreality about this final 20 minutes. The game over as a contest. Barcelona ahead 6-1 on aggregate. And Napoli probably feeling like they just want to go to the shower and get home as quickly as possible.
I've played in games like that, and trust me, it's not nice, especially when you're 4-0 down, you're chasing the game. This is what Barcelona are good at. They will keep the ball. It's so frustrating as a player, being in them positions. It's nice when you are winning 4 and you're dictating games, but it's not nice when you're on the receiving end.
Vidal to De Jong. There's just that extra split second of time on the ball now for the Barcelona players. Longley to Jordi Alba. That's a free kick for sure. Clumsy challenge that time by Rafinha. The drone of the aircraft overhead, the loudest noise in a stadium that has gone very quiet for now. Quarter of an hour to go. We're going to have another change for Barcelona. Coming on for Barcelona, Abel Ruiz to replace the scorer of the fourth goal. And here's how he did it.
Fantastic skill, dragging it onto his unfavoured right foot. Still got a lot to do, but sticks it home.
Coutinho. He'll want to show his stuff. Lovely ball into the centre. Great save by goalkeeper Merritt. Barcelona trying to get some more. They've got fresh players on the pitch who want to show what they can do.
And it's Rafinha, and it's a great ball from Coutinho. Spots him in so much space on the right, and he just can't put enough on it to beat Merritt in goal.
Well, Barcelona have really ruled the roost in Spanish football for the last decade or so, winning 8 of the last 11 championships. 26 league crowns for them now They've won 30 Copa del Reys. And of course, that's before we even talk about 5 Champions Leagues and 3 Cup Winners' Cups. And a few World Championship Club Cups as well. But here's a chance. And it's the man who just came on, Abel Ruiz. Was he offside?
Yes, I think he was. I think the linesman flagged Rafinha driving in. He's definitely offside. Yeah, so you can see the linesman got his flag straight up. I think Napoli will be saying after the game there could have been a few of them, especially for the goals that were suspect.
Napoli will be asking, did he lose his flag for the first 20 minutes of the second half? But anyway, as they say, it's only a friendly, there's no VAR. Fascinating it will be to see how that changes the course of football. It's going to cause commentators like us to be a little bit more circumspect before we celebrate some glorious play that will be ruled out by somebody's left cuff being offside.
There'll be a few headaches when
well, we'll all get used to it eventually. Ball over the top that time from Gianluca Gaetano. I didn't see him come on, the number 70 for Napoli. I think he's their final change. Still Barcelona dictating the flow of things. Jordi Alba getting on the outside of Coutinho. De Jong has managed to get himself into the penalty area. Alba's cross. Callahan winning the free kick for a Napoli side who, well, they'll keep going to the end. They're professionals, but they will feel a little bit humiliated by this experience.
Yeah, and I'm just looking there. You've got Callahan who's just won the ball back, and he's got no option to play forward because they're having to get back in their numbers. Look how high up the pitch Barcelona are playing. It's just so difficult to regain possession, to keep the ball. I mean, it's like look at the selection of yellow shirts in that central area and then drifting out.
Manolas there was actually surrounded by 5 Barcelona players within 3 meters of him. Yet it was like he was penned in.
Well, having that extra week under your belt, or 2 weeks or so, which Barcelona certainly have, and that's what we need to take into consideration for this Napoli side. You know, they're just coming back from pre-season. They've been a good outfit for the first half, I would have said, but this is where legs will start to tire. Change of personnel, looking at different styles, looking at different players.
Better movement from Napoli here. Callahan on the outside. And the shot from long range, well away from Ter Stegen's goal. He has been pretty close to one of those 60,000 in the crowd in this match, a real spectator.
I mean, he didn't have an awful lot to do in the first half, but second half they just dictated and dominated so much of the ball.
Mistake coming out from Barcelona, but Napoli can't take advantage of that. And now Barcelona with spaces to run into here. Coutinho pouring forward in numbers. This is Vidal. Coutinho again. Well, he's Brazilian. He's entitled to try a shot like that.
Well, someone of his calibre certainly is. And he has looked very sharp since he's come on. I know that there's some tired legs out there for Napoli, but he's still got to come on and make a big statement to the manager. Is that, can I fit in this Barcelona side, or are you going to put me in the shop window where I can't go and play his football, because he's been linked away from Barcelona. So again, he's got to prove to any club out there that he's available.
Zielinski trying to put Mertens into the clear, but Longley was there to close the door again for Barcelona. Vidal to Fabian. Coutinho. Again, Barcelona pressing with Coutinho. Rafinha. From Titi to Longley, the two French internationals at the back for Barcelona. And pass goes astray. Mark that one in your notebook. Arthur put it out of play. He could lose his place after that.
He could. On the stems of today's performance, for sure. There's only one that stands out is Dembele, but he's been immense going forward.
4 goals in 16 minutes, all coming after half-time. And Coutinho once more. Kept it on target, forced to save. It was an easy one for Merritt. Flying foot there, catching the Barcelona player, De Jong. Well, he should have got a free kick for that one.
I thought he should have as well, because he got in front.
Any offside here? Eventually. Flag raised. That's another thing about the new VAR situation. Assistant referees reluctant to raise their flags and stop the game in case it's onside.
Yeah, that's one reason why I've never chose to go into being an official, a linesman or referee, because the amount of stick and, well, you've got to give them credit at times because it's such a difficult job to be involved in. For so many reasons, new rules. I certainly wouldn't have that in my vocabulary of being a referee. I stick to trying to run around the pitch and play a little bit of football.
Yeah, certainly easier to be a player than an official, that's for sure. Incredible how many times they get it right. But now it's going to be down to literally millimetres as to whether a player is offside or not. I just hope VAR doesn't get to be a disruptor of the flow of the game. It's so important. Football is such a beautiful flowing game, and if we have these 2-3 minute delays while VARs are deciding on certain things, it really can disrupt the way the game is played. Anyway, that's all for another day. Down goes Rafinha. A few frustrated challenges coming in from the Napoli players, who are smarting from this defeat. And that was a bad one.
Yeah, it was straight down the inside of the ankle for Rafinha.
Mario Rui has already been booked. He should have got a second yellow for that challenge. It might be a friendly, but that was nasty.
And on the slow-mo incident, it's certainly a late one. He's left I mean, he was never going to win the ball for any chance anyway, but it's just the way he went in, left that late trailing leg.
You earn the right to win football matches by doing what Barcelona have done in this second half. And now they are languishing on the fruits of their excellent labours in the opening 20 minutes of this second period. And Napoli have just been left floundering in their wake. It'll be interesting if these two sides happen to come against each other later in the season in a real match.
Yeah, well, it will. And there's no excuse, because going on reflection of the first half, it was pretty tight. It was very close.
Vidal sending it out wide. Boy De Jong playing in a wide position now. Barcelona with the freedom of Ann Arbor. working it around. Rafinha to Vidal. Never a player known for his excellent striking of a football from 25 metres, and that look at his face would say it all.
I think you can hear what you're saying. You don't expect him. It's very rare you see him on the score sheet. He's in areas where, I say, unsung heroes come around for me.
He's looking just a little bit short of match fitness as well, you'd have to say. The modern day player is so fit. It's hard to believe how much running they do in a game. And still they're able to breathe easy enough to produce incredible skill. And here come Barcelona again. Coutinho lifting it over the top. Great cross over the head of Vidal. Comes through to Jordi Alba. Another cross this time. Merritt plucks it out of the sky.
They're just so exciting going forward, even with a change of personnel.
Fabian in the centre for Napoli must be a bit dizzy at this stage. He's played the full 90 minutes, as has Manolas at the back. The crowd have been silenced. Will we get some consolation? No, from Napoli. Callahan couldn't get on the end of that cross from Dries Mertens.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for him because they break very well, very quickly. I think he can have a touch there rather than just trying to flash that ball across the box. Have a touch, face him, titty up, see what he's got.
2 minutes of normal time to go. I wonder if the referee will insist on adding all the extra minutes. Uncontested, those midfield areas now. Napoli have thrown in the towel, I think. All that's left perhaps is for Barcelona to find a fifth goal. They certainly have the players on the pitch who have the skill to do it. Vidal back to Umtiti. Coutinho. Longley. Just stroking it about like a Sunday morning kickabout. Lovely football.
I'll tell you what, if anything comes from this, is going to be some goal, because they have had so many passes. We're talking probably getting near to the 50 pass mark here.
Rafinha wide, Jordi Alba with the cross. Well plucked out by Alex Merritt, who's been by a factor of about 10-1 the busier goalkeeper.
There he has. I wouldn't say he's had an awful lot to do, but it's a good job they've had him in there. And to be honest, the 2 goals could have easily been offside, and that's what goes against this Napoli side. But we've seen some fabulous goals.
And there we go, no added time whatsoever. The referee deciding that 90 minutes is quite sufficient. And what we've seen this evening from Barcelona has been a masterclass, albeit for just 18 second-half minutes.
Yeah, it absolutely just shows the sheer quality and intent of what Barcelona can do to teams. And they've certainly proved that in this second half. I think they just lack that little bit of quality to, but you know, Valverde will be looking and saying, what half that is, that's what I want to do, and take that into the weekend's game.
Well, here come the highlights, and believe me, there were many. From early in the game, Napoli looking strong, but flashed over the crossbar. by the left back, Roulam. Alenia had a good game in the middle for Barcelona. We thought Griezmann had to score, but he missed it.
I think everyone thought he was going to score, the quality he has. So Alba getting forward, he did that so much in the game. He always offers that outlet on the left-hand side.
Kirikesh with the through ball. Mertens looked like he was in the clear. Could he put Napoli ahead? Not with Longley there to cover.
No, good defending from Longley. Didn't have a lot to do to Stegen in the Barcelona goal.
Dembele to Suarez, singeing the fingers of goalkeeper Merritt.
Time and time again during that first half, we've seen the link-up play from Dembele, Suarez, Griezmann.
What a touch that was from Griezmann to Suarez, and even if it was offside, who cares? Fabulous.
It was sexy football to watch, it really was. Good interchange, good combination play between the front two.
Yellow card picked up by Barcelona's Sergio Roberto. I missed that one, but we didn't miss this. Second goal for Barcelona. Alba, Griezmann. Pure class. And then it was Dembele to set up Suarez for the finish of the night. What a shot that is. We've seen him do it so many times.
Precision to the highest quality from Luis Suarez.
De Jong got the assist, but Dembele with a fabulous finish.
I'm glad he got on the score sheet as well for what he did in the game, his attack-minded efforts. I'm pleased for him.
Well, that was the 63rd minute, and after that, well, it was more or less game over. That's the final score. Napoli 0.
The award-winning Dacia Duster from only $10,995. Search Dacia Duster. Dacia, you do the maths.
Be your best. Follow your own path. Feel no pressure from him or her or them. And start by taking pressure off your skin. New Gillette Skin Guard Sensitive. The revolutionary technology takes pressure off the blades and pressure off your shave, helping to stop irritation on sensitive skin. So whatever pressures you face, shaving shouldn't be one of them. Gillette, the best a man can get.